Hi guys, I'm Tim. Today I am in Huangshan. As you can see, in front of me there is a huge tree. The tree is called lava tree. And you can also see a bridge too, right? It has a lot of knocks on it. And there is some Chinese name on it. Such as Zhang Qi, Zhang Yao. There's a lot of names on it. It's a nice place here, even though... Guys, we're in Huangshan, China, and now we're about to go to the highest mountain here. But because of the weather, as you can see, it is very foggy here, so we can't go. So we're going to the second highest mountain in here, and it's about 1,860 meters high. That is called the Bright Summit. Here's Shixing Fen, and it's the summit of it. There's huge rocks, but there's also lots of people, and it's very steep here, so it's very dangerous. Do you think that those rocks looks like the Himalayas? Well, I do. And you can also see a lot of other mountains, and there's a pine tree there. It's very beautiful here. Wow, look at that mountain. It's even steeper than this one. These trees are very strong because in this height and this steep, it's very hard for them to grow. But anyway, they can still grow and live long. I just found a spot that there is not much people. You can see why, because it's very dangerous here. Well, I don't like to jump down here because it's so high. And so there's those mountains there. In front of me there is a town, and I can see it very far away. And I can see some swimming pools. This looks very comfortable if I live in there. But I think it's most likely to be a hotel because there is a lot of hotel here because here is so beautiful. You can see there's a pine tree, and look at that view. It's very steep here, so it's also very dangerous. Wow, look! Here is extremely beautiful, and it's also very dangerous and high. You see, I sure just wanted to jump down there. I will probably be dead. Look at those people, and I wonder how they feel like in that height. It's like about 5,000 feet off the ground. Look at this. This bridge sure is creepy because it's like 3,000 foot off the ground. And as you can see, there's a lot of high mountains and there's a pine tree here. Even though it's so beautiful, but it still can be very creepy. And look at those Chinese writings. I couldn't even read them. And this tree. This is also a pine tree, and it's kind of beautiful. Look, this is what you see when you look down. Sure creepy, right? Look at that. This pine tree is called the harp pine. And it's so beautiful. But that doesn't mean that other pine trees aren't beautiful. You can see that that pine tree is also very beautiful. I don't know what is the name of it. Maybe it is not of any names. People just don't know what name should it be called, or maybe people doesn't even want to name this tree because there's so many pine trees here. That would take a long time for all the pine trees to be discovered and named. So I guess, anyway, there's still a lot of beautiful pine trees waiting for us to see them. And look at that mountain. It also has a pine tree on it. Pine trees, there's so many pine trees. Or maybe not just pine trees, there's also other kinds of trees here. You see, here is also in an extremely height. You can see that it's very high over here. So the view is extremely good. Look at that mountain. It's so high. And it's also very far away. I wonder what it will look like if I am on the mountain top of that mountain. Will I see my mom on there? Well, I don't think so because we're gonna be very far away from each other. And also, you can see lots of rocks. Actually, mountains are also rocks and pebbles, and also dust are rocks. That is the smaller kind of rock here. But not the whole mountain is. Made of rock. There's also dirt if no plants in here could actually live. This view is extremely good. I love to be here. Do you know what's that chair doing there? Well, that's not just for rats, but it's also carry people. You need 2 people to carry it, and 1 people sits in the chair. It works like that because some people are out of energy, but they also want to go to the summit. So they will take this chair and they'll take off. It needs I don't know, because I live in China, I don't know how many dollars it will spend for people to go on the top of the summit. As you can see in front of me, there are some fake mushrooms. It looks like that they're made out of wood, but actually they're made out of rocks. And some even have grass on top of it. It's sure beautiful here, but it will be sad to know that those mushrooms are made out of wood because I don't want people to ruin nature. But now I figure out it's made out of rocks, so I'm not sad anymore. Look at that bird here. It's very cute and also very small. Well, there's 2 of them. That's the smallest bird that I ever seen in my whole life. I wonder what they eat. Oh, of course they eat worms. Now they fly away. Wanted to see a high view? Well, this is what you got. It's very high here, and we spent hours just trying to get on here. Well, even though that is not the highest point of this mountain, but it's still very high. The highest mountain is way more higher than this. And because of the weather, we can't go there. So we go to the second highest, which I now doesn't know where it is, and you can see it in this screen. And when we're on the top, everything changed. Clouds are everywhere and we can't get a great view. So we decided to come down. But now, since changed, it looks much more better than before. The weather is very good. So now we decided to go on somewhere very high. So we come here. And we got a great view. But we're also very tired. So now we're finding a chair to rest on. And I sure love this place. I love this view and I love the wind. It makes me very happy.